Alright. Hey everybody, welcome to Film Fangirls, where we love to nerd out, and we are so excited for the Halloween season. I'm actually wearing part of my costume for Halloween, mainly because it's really fun to wear. We just got done watching a movie that Debbie has been dying to show me. I never saw, and I was so excited to watch Zombieland.
So...
Oh, wow, that was fun. That was a blast. For those of you who know me, I think I've made it abundantly clear zombies aren't my favorite genre of horror. Maybe, like, on one hand, I can count, like, how many horror movies I like with zombies in it, or even not horror movies, because I wouldn't consider, like, Warm Bodies a horror movie, but I love that movie. And this one is definitely on the list now, because that one was amazing. It's funny because right before we were watching this, and we planned on watching it tonight, and then, like, reviewing it and everything, I went and saw Venom. And I did not know that the creators of Venom were the creators of Zombieland.
I didn't know that either until you told me.
I had no idea. It was fate. It was fate. Because I was telling my friends who we went to see the movie with, Kayla, Jeff, and Joel, I was like, oh, he made Zombieland? I'm seeing that on Friday. Debbie's showing that to me, and they were all just gushing about it. Like, it's so good. You're going to love it. It's right up your alley. It's a movie you'll really enjoy. And I did. I really did enjoy it. We are going to talk about the film. I don't know if we're going to reveal any spoilers or anything, but just in case, I'm going to put a little spoiler alert in front just in case we might let something slip, because we want to go all out, you know, if we feel like it, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think one thing I really loved about the movie, not only was it absolutely hilarious, and every joke landed for me,
yeah.
anyways, but also I love those type of films that have such a concept of relationships being so flawed that they don't even want to know each other's names. Like, they don't, like, and I think that's such a cool aspect I love watching. Like, in Dark Matter, they go by numbers. Is it Dark Matter where they go by numbers?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
Oh, gosh, yeah. It was the one, like, yeah, I think it's that one. I don't know. But there's that one, and then, like, there's other movies that maybe go by numbers or just, like, a last name or something. And these guys go by where they were from. So the main character, I don't think he ever said his name, Jesse Eisenberg's character.
No, he didn't ever say his name.
Okay, awesome. But he went by Columbus. And then there was Tallahassee, who is Woody Harrelson, who's my favorite character, total badass. And then there's Wichita, who is Emma Stone, and then her sister, Little Rock.
Yeah.
Abigail Breslin, who I love Abigail Breslin. She has now grown up to be an amazing actress, which she always was.
Yeah.
But I love her. I think it's really funny that Wichita and Little Rock are sisters. So I assume they were maybe born in the same place. Maybe not. I mean, I was born in Germany. My brother was born in California. But I think it's funny how they named her Little Rock, possibly specifically because she's tiny. Because I don't know how they would have picked up that she was from Little Rock. So I just think...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was in like a deleted scene or something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
didn't
watch any deleted scenes, did we?
Uh-uh.
What was your favorite part of the movie? Like, a part that really made you laugh, or a part that really moved you?
Well, I really like the whole ending part, the whole climax of the movie.
Yes.
But also, as far as, like, comedy moments, I really like the part when they're in the store and Columbus sprays Tallahassee with the perfume, and he just turns around and he's like...
Dead glare.
That was so funny.
Oh, it was so great. And Columbus is like... Their relationship was such a Rick and Morty relationship, I swear. It was so funny. Tallahassee's obsession with Twinkies, and the end result of that, oh, I don't want to give it away because it's too funny, but the end result of his obsession with Twinkies is the best thing ever to this whole film. My favorite part, I don't know why, but it just really got me, is when someone dies. I won't give away who it was, but someone dies and they're doing a 21-gun salute at his funeral, and Columbus, like, they're shooting, and they have the music that's always played for the 21-gun salute, and suddenly Columbus stops and goes, wait, sorry, guys, it's a two-barrel, I'm sorry, and they're just like, it's so funny. I think what I love most about this film, they're not trying to find a cure, they're not trying to find out what caused it, they're just thrown into the world, and there's nothing existential really about it. I mean, like, this is not a drama where they're like, what caused this? How can we find a cure? They're just like, well, we're here in Zombieland now, so we're just gonna roll with the punches. And, like, from beginning to end, that's the point of the whole film, is just these people who now live in this world, and they just have to accept it. And I think that, like, if zombies ever took over, although I call it the United States of Zomberica. I know that's stupid, but... Because I heard the title Zombieland and thought that, like... Because I know the showdown was at a carnival.
Yeah.
And so I thought Zombieland was, like... I thought that these people worked at a carnival and that, like, zombies took over the carnival.
Oh, yeah.
That
wouldn't be a bad plot either.
Ooh. But it was so fun, really exciting, but, like, America's called Zombieland. And is it America or is it the entire world?
I think they don't really make it clear.
Okay. Because, again, it doesn't matter. Like, what matters is just that these people are in this world and they have each other and they have suffered loss. And I think that one scene in particular with Tallahassee, I cried. Tears rolled down my face on that scene. I again, like, we don't want to spoil it too much.
Yeah.
This is the type of film that you just have to see because it's so good. But, like, yeah, I cried. I, like, started crying. I took my glasses off and I was like, Debbie, how?
Oh.
How does a film so funny that, like, a minute ago I was laughing till I was crying, and then I was crying emotionally because you care so much for these characters. They're very likable characters. They're very funny, well-written characters. The female characters, you think they're going to be one type of personality, and then they turn out to be a totally different personality. And Emma Stone, possibly one of my favorite films that she's been in. I love Emma Stone. I love Abigail Breslin, but, like, Emma Stone has had some hit and misses with me. This is a total hit. Like, amazing job.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you first see this movie?
Oh gosh, it wasn't when it first came out. I didn't see it in theaters or anything. Mm-hmm. I think I got it maybe from Blockbuster or something when Blockbuster was still around.
The olden days.
Yeah, I think it might have been from there, and either that or Netflix. But anyway, I think I watched it by myself for the first time, and I was like, I think I didn't know exactly what to expect from it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that my brother, Matthew, actually really liked that movie. Mm-hmm. And even my niece, Anya, really liked it. I don't know. I just thought, like, well, it has zombies. I like zombies. You know, I'll try it. Yeah, but I was really surprised by it.
Yeah.
Because, like, and especially, you know, even on the like, you know, DVD case and everything, they're like, you know, oh, it's funnier than The Hangover. I'm kind of like, would that be very hard to be like, funnier than The Hangover? And, like, you know, what can you expect from that exactly? Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't know. And on the front of it, like, you know, it says like, oh, Superbad meets Shaun of the Dead, and I'm like, and you liked this more than Shaun of the Dead.
I did. I did like it
I haven't
more.
seen Superbad. I know it was really popular, but
it's funny.
I don't know.
I think I was like you. I saw the movies they were comparing it to, and I'm like, these are a lot of gross out comedies that are funny, but not really my thing. And I'm very glad to say that this is not a gross out comedy. It does have some gore, because it's zombies. Mm-hmm. But they don't have potty humor, they don't have disgusting vomiting or anything like that in this movie, and I definitely appreciate
Maybe
that.
a little potty humor from Tallahassee, but not very much.
Yes.
Not very much.
Very
honestly,
funny.
For an R-rated comedy, they could have made it so raunchy and so stupid. Yeah. So I was just, like, so surprised by it, like, when I saw it for the first time and everything, and then, and I have my mom watch it too, and she loves it, and, so, yeah, I don't know.
I'm so glad you begged me to watch this.
Yeah, I really wanted to.
She was like, Janice, please watch this with me. It's the best film ever. And I was like, Debbie, I don't like anything you like. Are you kidding me? But she was begging me to watch this, and at the time, I think this was the perfect time for me to watch it, because, again, not a fan of zombies, but I gathered up the courage to watch all of the Land of the Dead films, because I was watching something about George A. Romero, and I really, really loved how amazing this man was and how kind he was to the people he worked with. And I like to really honor directors who don't have an ego like that. So I try to watch every film made by George A. Romero, and he made all of the Land of the Dead films, all of the Dead series. And so it was perfect timing because I was used to zombies being that gross. Mm-hmm. Because they're not that gross in Warm Bodies. It's so fake. Whereas in this, it's very realistic. And like you said, it's not that raunchy. I mean, it could have been much worse. I've seen films that are very tactless. The characters could have easily done things that were extremely inappropriate. Well, not inappropriate. It's an R-rated film. You can go all the way. But there were things they could have done, and there was such an innocence to it.
Yeah.
That I definitely appreciated. And these characters are just so sweet. They're not necessarily, like, heroic, because the main character, he has rules, and I'm trying to remember them. Let me see if I have some of them.
There were a
down.
lot. He didn't even say all of them.
He had 73 rules, because Tallahassee said something about enjoy the little things, and so he added it. So I assume he had 73 rules. I know the first one was cardio. So, like, be a good runner, and the first people to go were the ones who were overweight and were not taking care of themselves, and they were the first ones to go.
Yeah.
Number 2 is double tap, which was used quite a bit. Like, always make sure you kill them. Do the head, like, the double tap, that if you shoot them again, and you don't even have to use a gun. Like, they just, any weapon, do the double tap.
Yeah.
Which I loved. 3 was, and I always get, beware of bathrooms. Because they're always going to be hiding out in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Which is ironic, because in Dead Rising, they don't go into the bathrooms in the video game. That's your shelter, where you can save the game. Because for some reason, they don't go into the bathroom, so I thought that was really funny. 4, wear a seatbelt. And then, I think number 7 is don't be a hero.
I don't know. I don't remember which one that. I don't remember which one that was.
Yeah. He had many rules, and he only said maybe but Tallahassee said, you need to enjoy the little things, and so he added that to his little rule. Oh, and then travel lightly. And when he meant that, and I love how he says, and I don't mean my luggage. I mean, like, just don't have any attachments, because Columbus says that, like, before the zombie apocalypse happened, before Zombieland happened, he didn't have any attachments. He wasn't close to his parents, and he didn't have any friends. He didn't have a girlfriend. He so desperately wanted a girlfriend. He was such a sweetheart. He's like, someone's in danger of getting their hair brushed across their face.
Brushed over their ear.
Brushed over their ear. He's like, oh, it's gonna happen. Which I love when guys do that in movies, so I get it. But, he didn't have any attachments, so, like, he didn't have to worry, because he kind of shows how some of the people, like, they got killed because they couldn't find it within themselves to kill human beings that were once their family members and everything. And so he was able to do it without any hesitation. And it was so good. It was a great film.
It was.
Thank you for showing it to me.
You're welcome.
I really loved it, and yes, I did love Shaun of the Dead. I did absolutely love Shaun of the Dead. It's gorier and a little raunchier than this one.
That one's more of, like, I haven't seen it, but that one's more of, like, a total, like, it's just comedy, pretty much,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is full-on comedy. It has some drama. It's very funny. It is Hot Fuzz. I don't know if you've ever heard of Hot Fuzz.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's British humor, so they go all the way.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to. But it is.
I was a big fan of British humor.
That's okay.
I mean, I love shows like, Doctor Who, Sherlock, but I don't know, like, the really, like, raunchy, like, British comedies are just not.
Sure, and that's perfectly understandable. I definitely appreciated the tact of this film. There was never a time where I was grossed out. I mean, the zombies themselves are gross, but you kind of go into it knowing that. The zombies are disgusting, like, absolutely disgusting. And they reminded me less of zombies and more of the Deadites from Evil Dead. Just the way that they were aware, and they just became hateful and angry and violent, is what he said, is the disease that spread. It made them just evil, like, really, really mean. And just like in that scene when he's being chased by that girl, she looks so mean and evil and creepy and almost demonic.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the Deadites, which do freak me the crap out.
Yeah.
Even as funny as Evil Dead is, those guys scared the hell out of me. Like, I went and saw the musical, which was really good. I love Evil Dead, the musical, but I can't listen to some of the songs at night because it creeps me out too much.
Yeah.
As funny as they are. And that Zombieland actually scared me at points, and I appreciated that, because not a lot of zombie movies scare me. And I definitely appreciate that
Well,
Zombieland can be those so
And,
many
and
things.
because it's a comedy, they could have made the zombies, like, really silly. You
They
know what
could
I mean?
have.
Like, the zombies could have been part of the humor of
Very
it.
much so.
But they were, you know, just played like regular zombies. You know, like, they were actually creepy.
They were.
Not as creepy as the zombies from Walking Dead, just because, like, there's a lot of blood in Zombieland, but there's not that much gore. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there's a lot of, like, gore and stuff in Walking Dead.
Yep.
And a lot of zombies are just, like, falling apart. These zombies weren't falling apart because, from my understanding, they're not actually dead.
Right.
They're infected.
Right.
It's like, so, which I think is part of the reason why that's probably the reason why they can run.
Yeah.
Which honestly makes them scarier.
Yeah, for me,
So
that's what's scarier to me.
Because it's like, okay, you can only outrun them for so long.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't have enough, like, you know, ammo to take care of them, you better find high ground or a building or something, because,
Yeah, for me, it is, it's how fast they are that scares me. I've tried, like, I've watched, like, I thought I had only watched 4 seasons of Walking Dead. You guys discovered I watched 5.
I think you've watched 5 or 6, or at least
I zoned
maybe,
out.
maybe at least started the 6th season.
My little brother really wanted me to watch them. And I started watching it mainly for Daryl and Carol.
Well, honestly, I think you've seen most of the best stuff from the show.
Have I? Am I good?
I think you've seen most of it.
I love the game. I absolutely love the video game, R.I.P. Telltale, but, like...
The video game's a lot more consistent.
It is. It feels that way. I feel like the zombies are used better in the game. For me, they're scarier in the game than they are in the show. I don't know why. I just, they're so slow for me. But, like, I guess for me in the game, I feel like they deal with a lot more swarms. Mm-hmm. And, it is a child that you're following.
Yeah.
Making it scarier.
Yeah.
And she's just being forced into this world. Whereas it's adults in Walking Dead who get a little petty. And I definitely appreciated that none of the characters in this movie were petty.
Yeah.
I think I really liked that. You know, I just, wow. I do definitely agree with you, and I am relieved to hear that there was no sequel.
Yeah. You know, in theory, I guess a sequel could have worked for this. I'm sure
the
that...
same director.
I'm sure they could have found a way to continue the story.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would have been good. I think with this kind of movie, it's okay. It's okay to just have a standalone movie.
Yeah, this was definitely a film where, like, the end result was not the point. It was the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
And I think that this was a great film that just kind of threw you into this world that they have now accepted as their world, and watching this relationship form from it. It could easily become a comic book series. I don't know. Maybe it is.
It could have.
Maybe it's out there.
Not that I know of, but yeah, it definitely could have become that. Yeah.
I mean, I think that, like, for me anyway, I went and saw Venom. Loved it. I mean, honestly, guys, sometimes I'm with the critics, sometimes I'm against the critics, but I at least see where they're coming from. I got no flippin' clue what the critics have wrong with Venom. I thought Venom was great. As a Venom fan who grew up reading most of his comic books and watching most of any type of cameo of Venom in the shows, I loved this movie. And I feel that one will definitely, hopefully, maybe definitely, it's a strong word, but hopefully will receive the sequel that it's hoping to make. If I see that one and it ends up being just as good as the first one, I might be on the wish list for a Zombieland 2.
Yeah.
Because all those actors could come back, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Still great actors. So,
yeah.
This was my introduction to comical Jesse Eisenberg. The only film I've ever seen him in was the Facebook movie.
I think this is the only film I've seen him in, like, at all.
Yeah?
So.
He's a great actor. His comedic timing was brilliant. He never really got to be that funny in the Facebook film because he played Mark Zuckerberg and it was very dramatic and very sad. And he does great as drama. But I'd heard he was so funny, and I'd never seen him in anything else that was comical. And I'm so glad I got to finally see his comical, because he is hilarious.
He is.
He's so likable.
Especially, like, when you have him, you know, partner up with a really, like, out there character like Tallahassee.
Yes!
It's like...
It's great! Their interactions of, like, his innocence and, like, you should buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah. It's like, I can tell you're gonna piss me off.
It's so funny, And just like how he's like, we gotta work out, because, cardio is important, gotta be limber. That was one of the rules, always be limber. And Tallahassee is ripped, and he is badass, and he's just standing there watching Columbus, like, doing his stretches, and he's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I got this.
He's like, does a lion limber up before it chases a gazelle?
It chases a gazelle. He's like, I'm good. And all the weapons he gets, and like when that one scene where they see this woman eating her husband, and Jesse Eisenberg's character, Columbus, is like, just makes you think about the time that it used to be. Just what we've become, how we wish we could go back. It's just so sad to see this. And Tallahassee's like, I'm hungry. This makes me hungry.
Columbus is like, I'm worried about you.
And then he drives by and opens the door so it smacks the zombie in the face. And Tallahassee's like, ha ha. Like, it's great. Tallahassee is the character we need in The Walking Dead. We need a Tallahassee in The Walking Dead. We need a funny character that's just like, I don't give a crap about the cure. I don't give a crap about the world is ending. I want my Twinkies.
I think that it's difficult to weave together comedy with drama.
Very true.
And Walking Dead isn't very good at it. To me,
We love The Walking Dead.
I feel
Nothing
like
against anyone who loves The Walking Dead.
I'm not saying
it's one of her favorite shows ever.
Walking Dead. No.
No. Never mind. Let's harp on Walking Dead then, shall we?
No. Walking Dead used to be a show I loved, but no, I don't want to turn this into like a ranting about Walking Dead thing. But I don't think that Walking Dead needs to be Zombieland. But I do think it could certainly take some cues from Zombieland.
Yeah.
And maybe have more. Not to say it needs to be a straight comedy.
Right.
I'm aware that Walking Dead's a drama, and it's meant to be a drama. It was always meant to be a drama.
Yeah.
But I love it though when the characters are just like randomly funny in Walking Dead, and lately I just feel like there's just been too much drama.
No laugh in the book, man.
I feel like making your show just about drama is like not, maybe saying it's easy isn't the right word, but I feel like it's way easier to do that, to just have your show be one thing than to have it be all these different things.
Yeah, complexity.
And I feel like. And man, Walking Dead can have some really funny moments. I mean, it's like even in more recent seasons, sometimes just out of nowhere it'll be a really funny line, and it'll like surprise you. But I don't know. I just I feel like Walking Dead needs to be more fun. It's like I think it takes itself too seriously.
And I think that where you were saying that like drama can also be humorous, I think that Supernatural does a good job at it, because it's a drama. It's a supernatural drama of sorts.
Yeah.
But it's also very funny because the boys are jaded from their time of being hunters. Mm-hmm. So they're funny. They make jokes. They pull pranks on each other while they're hunting a ghost. And there are very funny, wow, my grammar. There are very funny episodes. In almost every season, there's an episode that's just there for laughs. And I definitely appreciate that. And I think they do a very good job at that. For me, the show that, like, I used to love, and it got zombies, too, and I don't even, like, it did a zombie thing, was Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
And I really loved Once Upon a Time, and I tried so hard to just, like, stay positive, and, like, eventually it'll get back to its roots and, like, be the show that I loved, and then it ended, and I was like, oh, it's over? Okay, I tried. But I watched it. I watched the show. So I understand where you're coming from, and I think Zombieland, for me, gave me a better perspective of what a film can be when you really give 100% to it, and you are willing to go all the way with what you want to do, but you're also a really great writer who can put comedy and drama and horror together, because it scared me, it made me cry, and it made me laugh really, really hard. Mm-hmm. And not many movies can do that.
Yeah.
It's very successful. Great film.
It is. And I don't think the dramatic moments would have worked if they had tried to maybe go too heavy on the comedy.
Yep.
The whole...
They knew when to be serious.
The whole climax of the movie wouldn't have worked if you didn't feel any kind of, like, attachment to the characters.
Totally.
Or, it's like...
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, the music in this entire film is amazing, but the final showdown song, it it almost like it's a song that if you turned on your radio and it said this is from Zombieland and you knew Zombieland was a comedy and then that song came on, you'd be like, why is this in Zombieland? But it works because it has already established itself to be more than just a comedy, so that song just makes it more badass of a scene.
Yeah.
It is such an epic song. It's so cool. Like, the entire movie knows how to use music correctly, knows how to use CGI correctly, knows how to use makeup correctly, and just, this film is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's just really good.
You know that part, you know when they are turning everything on at the amusement park,
Yes.
You know what it actually reminded me of?
What did it?
Was the DLC for The Last of Us when they're in the mall.
Oh
and
my
they're
gosh,
they're
yes.
And they're turning all the things on in the mall.
Do you think it was inspired by that?
Well, the DLC would have come after, so I think the DLC was probably inspired by it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snap. Yeah, because I was definitely
I mean, they were still
seeing
very
things.
they were very different scenes, but
Yeah.
it does remind me of it though.
I can't help but feel like the game Dead Rising was inspired by Zombieland too. I'll have to take a look because some of the weapons they use, some of the humor,
Yeah.
it feels so Zombieland.
I don't know when the first Dead Rising game came out.
I don't remember.
But
Dan Avedon played it when he was a kid. So
I think it came out before Zombieland.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Zombieland,
Maybe it was
more likely that Zombieland took inspiration from that, probably.
Maybe.
But
Did a really great job at it.
Yeah.
That's a video game that I love and does a very good job mixing comedy with drama. There's not a lot of attachment. I mean, you do love the main character, but there's not a lot of attachment the way you do in this movie, so that when it is revealed that one of them has a very sad backstory that just comes out of, like, what we thought we knew and then what it turns out to be, that, like, you're suddenly just bawling your eyes out like I did.
Yeah.
But it is a very fun game.
I think there's more emphasis on the gameplay than the story in that one, isn't there? Yeah.
Indeed, but still very fun. I mean, you do like the character because he's pretty awesome. I mean, he breaks rule number 7 and becomes a hero. He's out there saving people and trying to defeat, and he has to do everything while other people are hiding out like little cowards. It's like, why do I have to do everything? I'm just a photographer. I've just covered wars, you know. Anyone who watches the game knows that joke. But yeah, what I think another thing that I really loved about Zombieland is not only the characters, not only the plot, but also the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
It is gorgeous.
It's a really pretty looking
wow. Movie. Yeah, it's beautiful, and like even abandoned highways just look really pretty.
They do, and you know, I think why is because the colors are so like vivid, and in Walking Dead, I think they tend to wash everything out.
Downy.
And I think they in Walking Dead, they're trying to make it look dreary. They're trying to make it look,
Yeah, you don't have to look dreary. We get it.
I think that in Walking Dead, not all the time, but I think maybe at least part of the time they kind of, I don't know if they put a filter over everything, but I just feel like Walking Dead, in general, everything looks more washed out. Mm-hmm. And maybe it didn't look that way as much earlier on in the show, but I think...
Yeah, I don't
know. And
maybe
I'm mistaken, but I just feel like the colors really pop in Zombieland.
This movie makes it look like, the world keeps turning. It's not the end of the world, even though zombies have taken over.
Yeah.
These guys are still rolling with the punches, and they're going to be, like, the ending in just comes with the concept that they're like, you know what? Whatever. This is the way things are, and yet they appreciate the little things. They take time for the little things, and there's just moments of really cute bonding and just looking around at the scenery and just having some fun, because despite a zombie apocalypse happening, things are abandoned. You can get any type of food you want, you can get any type of weapon you want, and you can go trash up a place and you're not going to get in any trouble. It's like The Purge without having it be 24 hours.
Yeah.
You get to do that, and so they get to appreciate that. So see this movie. This movie's amazing. I put it off too long, and I'm so glad Debbie showed it to me.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I very much enjoyed it. And now that I've watched it, I want to go see Venom again because, this director is amazing and Venom was really great. And I had such a great time.
I'm glad.
I did. So we are continuing our Halloween celebration. I'm going to show Debbie a movie that I thought was really funny and see if, what she thinks of it maybe next week, maybe a week after. We'll see when we can do it. We're on our way to a haunted house. She's gonna take me to my first haunted house.
Yeah.
And a haunted hayrack ride, and we're gonna have a blast.
At least your first official one, right? You said that you...
Oh, well, I mean, I go to the one at Vala's, but that's like a fun house.
Well, you said when you were a kid, right? That you went to one at your church?
Yeah, my old church turned the place into a haunted house. I scooted out of there faster than Mama could catch me. So, we're on our way. We are going. I got my Mickey Mouse Dracula shirt. We're matching.
Yeah.
Because we're in love.
Oh, yes.
And we're on our way. So, see you guys later. Happy Halloween early. Love ya.